I believe I've answered it, so thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Just answer me this one question.
Thank you.
One more question, Kari.
Well, no, I've already told you we're done. Thank you so much.
Well, just...
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
So when the going gets tough, the tough get going.
I gave you 15 minutes. We promised you 15 minutes, sir.
Well, no, you promised us 30 minutes, actually, yesterday.
Well, I never promised 30 minutes. I told my staff 15.
Really? I don't think that's true.
You don't think that's true? When we came in,
No,
we
I
said
don't
we
think
have
that's
15
true.
minutes. I've got it on tape, sir.
I don't think that's true.
I have it on tape. Did we say that on tape?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'm sorry that you asked the same question 3 times and wasted your time with the same question.
I'm sorry you couldn't bring yourself to actually see the world in a different light.
Well, are you a journalist or unbiased journalist or not? Why are you trying to tell me how I should see the world? You're a journalist.
No, you don't get any more questions to me. You've cut me off. You don't get any questions to me.
Well, you're a journalist, sir. You should be unbiased. You shouldn't be telling me how to see the world.
Oh, really?
Why are you trying to tell me as a journalist how to see the world? I don't understand that. It's not a journalist's job to tell me how to see the world. It's a journalist's job to ask questions that are not biased, and I didn't get that from you.
And why aren't you open and accountable to the
I'm
facts
absolutely open and accountable.
Real evidence, rather than just pushing your own barrow for your own purposes?
Boy, I'm happy to send you some of the facts. I'll leave it with the crew here before we leave.
This is the way Trump people do it, yeah? This is what happens. You have one narrative and that's it. You can't think out of the box.
Sir, I believe you have that narrative. You're unable to even see the evidence that we have in our forensic audit.
Yes. So unless you believe the big lie, you're shut out. The questions get cut off. That's it. Unless you believe the election was stolen,
I don't think I cut off.
Cut off from the drip feed.
I didn't cut off your questions, sir. I answered them all. They were biased.
No, you have. You're walking away, Kari. It's the same old story.
I'm not walking away. I promised you 15 minutes. I'm happy to sit here.
No, you didn't. No, you're telling fibs again. You see, you won't, unless the narrative fits your description of the voter fraud and all that sort of thing, then you're offended. You somehow can't handle the truth.
I'm not offended. I want the truth. You offend me not at all, sir. You offend me not. You can sit in Australia without your rights, but we have rights here, okay?
Well, you can make all the xenophobic comments you want. You can try and put the labels on us.
This is actually, sir, this is actually hilarious.
You cannot look at the truth. I mean, it's the same story so all the courts are corrupt, the officials are corrupt, the institutions are corrupt, but you're okay. You're telling the truth.
Liam, this is actually funny.
It's comical.
This is almost satire, the way you're approaching this. And I hope the people of Australia are waking up to the media. This is a perfect example of the insanity of the media. It's just crazy. You're calling people names.
It's the media. It's this sort of amorphous mass that somehow comes up with this narrative.
I don't live in Australia. Are you actually a respectable journalist there, or are you kind of considered a joke? Seriously.
Incredible.
I hope this gets put in the
That's the Donald Trump way, isn't it? It's fake news. All of a sudden, it's fake news. If you have a different narrative, it's fake news.
Liam, sir, I worked in the news for 30 years. I get how it works. It's hit rock bottom, and it keeps going lower. I don't know if you have viewers who still watch, but here in America, people are tuning out the corporate media.
Really?
Yeah, they are. They really are. Yeah. Sorry to tell you that. Days are numbered, buddy. If you want to keep pushing propaganda, your days are numbered. And I don't know.
We're pushing propaganda.
Oh my gosh! If you can't see it, sir, then you're even more brainwashed than you could imagine. And I feel for the people of Australia. They're being abused by their leaders. They have no rights, and their media is continuing to try to brainwash them. You were probably one of the guys pushing the fear with COVID, so that people would stay in their homes and wouldn't go out, and that the children would be masked. You were probably one of the guys pushing that fear on your TV station. And I'll tell you what, the masking of children and the torture of the people are never going to forgive you for that, and they're never going to forget. So I suppose you're the kind of guy that masks your children, right?
Well, I suppose you're the sort of woman who also believes the moon landing was a conspiracy. I mean, how many institutions do you want to tear down in this?
Oh, my goodness. So are you masking your children? Is that your way of not answering? Are you masking your children, your beautiful children's faces?
See, this
Yes?
is what Donald Trump does, doesn't he? This is what Donald Trump does, straight out of his playbook.
Liam,
He attacks
Liam,
the personal.
Liam,
You
it was
attack
a-
the personal
Liam-
if you don't like the real truth.
Liam, it was a pleasure meeting you. This has just become comical. I'm leaving. Actually, thank you for giving me a good laugh, because you actually make some of the crazy reporters and people at CNN look almost respectable. So thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Kari. It's been a pleasure.
That guy's a complete nut. Seriously, a complete insane person. Do people in Australia listen to him? That's the craziest thing I've ever experienced. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time, guys.